Hi, everybody, and welcome back. I am Lantern Troy David, bringing you the Troy David Spotlight from Space Sector 2814, which is actually Flashback Comics and Games here in Woodbridge, Virginia. Today, I want to talk about a character who is important in the life of Batman, the Dark Knight Detective, the Caped Crusader, one of Batman's most glamorous opponents, and I had to winnow it down. I had to narrow down the field. I had so many possibilities. Catwoman, Nocturna, Talia al Ghul, Poison Ivy. The list went on, but I came down to the one character I think we all want to hear about today. It is Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn, formerly partnered to the Joker in what I would consider a very, very toxic relationship. Harley Quinn first joined us in the Batman animated series back in 1992, and she proved to be so very popular that in the 12th issue of the Batman Adventures, the comic based on the animated series, Harley Quinn was brought into the comics. That was the comics based on the animated series, but she did in fact become a member of the Batman canon in the regular continuity going forward. Harley Quinn appeared in the No Man's Land storyline, and she also appeared in the Elseworlds, Batman Thrill Killer and Batman Thrill Killer 62. Harley Quinn was also involved in the Hush series, the storyline that was absolutely phenomenal. She had 38 issues of her own series in 2001. Several of those have been captured in the trade paperback series, Preludes and Knock Knock Jokes. That's a very good one to have. I also recommend picking up a copy of Mad Love, which again, you'll see the stylings based on the Batman animated series, and you can kind of compare and contrast as to her incarnation in the pre-New 52 Batman DC continuity. Now, after the Flashpoint Paradox, Harley Quinn again returned in the DC canon. This time, she would be a member of the Suicide Squad, and she would make her appearances there until she was given her own series. Now, in most of her comic appearances, Harley Quinn is portrayed as a dangerous, violent psychotic, while in the animated series, her mania is a bit more slapstick, a bit more lighthearted. In her current series in the DC, formerly the New 52, now the convergence has happened, they're not calling it that anymore. In her current ongoing series, her adventures have returned to something kind of lighter hearted, something where her mania is a little more slapsticky. Maybe you remember the Valentine special, or the Rub and Smell special, or the Harley Quinn Invades the San Diego Comic-Con one-shot. Harley does have her regular cast of guest stars, certainly the Talking Beaver, Poison Ivy. She has the trappings of the rest of the DC universe, but they stand alone and apart from the rest of the canon. So if you're reading Suicide Squad and you're reading Harley Quinn, you'll see that these two things don't necessarily mesh together. If you want something dark and harder edged, strenuously recommend Suicide Squad, not just for Harley Quinn, but also for Deadshot and Black Manta and the ongoing subplots there. If you're looking for something a little lighter hearted, a bit friendlier in terms of younger readers, I wouldn't necessarily call it an all ages book, but it might be good for the tweens. So parents, if you're looking out for something, Harley Quinn might fit your 12, 13-year-old there. Harley Quinn is undoubtedly going to continue to be a popular character. Not only have we seen her in the animated series, but we have also seen her in the short-lived Birds of Prey series, where she was the villainess behind the scenes. She has also been given a cameo in the Arrow series. Saw her very, very briefly, the back of her head and one line just to let us know who she was, and look forward to her upcoming appearance in the Suicide Squad feature film. Casting for that has already happened. I'm sure you've looked at the trailer, I'm sure you've looked at stills, I'm sure you've read up on it. Get excited for it, it's going to happen. So if you're looking for Harley Quinn, there's plenty of stuff out there for this character who has worked her way into our hearts. You can also enjoy her in games like Arkham Origins, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, and Injustice: Gods Among Us. So, from Lantern Troy David here at Space Sector 2814, which is Flashback Comics and Games in Woodbridge, Virginia, thank you for joining me for Troy's Spotlight. Get out there and enjoy some Harley Quinn. Flashback Comics and Games, check out the Troy David spotlights that appear here. Also, check out the new comic release Wednesday, our top 5 picks. Me and my co-host Kevin Goswan from comicsonline.com give you our top 5 picks for each week. And also check out the Flashback Comics and Games website. Be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter.